I'm here with Barbara Cochran, RTNDA and RTNDF President. Barbara is retiring from RTNDA at the end of June, and we wanted to get her thoughts on the future of journalism, the direction of RTNDA, and where she's headed next. Welcome, Barbara.
Thank you.
What will you miss most about RTNDA?
Oh, that's easy. That's the people. The wonderful staff that I get to work with every day, our board of directors who change over time, and the chairman, I've worked with 12 different chairmen and chairwomen who've all just been excellent, and then the members, the people that I've gotten to meet at our conventions and our meetings when they come through Washington, and best of all when I get to go visit them in their newsrooms. These are people who have a passion and a belief in journalism and are doing their very best every day, and I'm really going to miss that daily contact.
Nice. Now, what do you think Kathleen Graham, who's going to be the executive director of the foundation, and Jane Nassary, the executive director of the association, should focus their attention on first?
Well, Jane Nassary and Kathleen Graham are both very experienced people who've worked at RTNDA and RTNDF for a long time. In fact, Kathleen's worked here longer than I have, and Jane came shortly after I started. So they have a lot of experience. They know the operations very well, and they know our members very well. And from talking with them, I think what they're determined to do is to help to transform this organization into one that can serve the needs of digital journalists in the future. That means a broader membership base, more diverse membership. It means providing services through digital means, not just in face-to-face contact or printed publications. And it means addressing new problems and issues that will arise all the time. RTNDA is just like the news business. It's always changing.
And as you well know, there are a number of hot topics in Washington all the time. Which one right now do you feel is the most pressing?
Well, our board members are going to be taking the lead on that, and of course I'll continue as President Emeritus so I can keep an eye on things and help out when needed. But there's one very pressing issue on the Hill right now in Congress right now, and that's the federal shield law. We're very close to being able to get that passed, and I'd love to see that happen in this Congress. The other thing that's a particular issue for electronic journalists, for people who work in television and radio, are issues that are coming up at the Federal Communications Commission. There is a lot of talk about new obligations and new requirements, and this comes at a time when stations are feeling a lot of economic pressure. There needs to be a strong voice in Washington representing what radio and television journalists are trying to accomplish in a regulated medium.
You just attended the Senate hearing last week on the future of journalism. Where do you see the future of journalism? Will newspapers eventually die, and what about local TV news?
I think that the future of journalism is actually very exciting. I don't hold with people who say, "Oh, it's dying and going away." And newspapers are making big transformations now, but I think the same is going to happen for local radio and television stations in the not too distant future. In fact, we're seeing those changes right now. And everybody to succeed is going to have to learn how to meet the demands of news consumers, which are very great, but they're going to have to be providing news on demand when the news consumers want it, on the platforms that they want it. The good thing is that in our medium, we have excellent storytellers who are used to using audio and video to make stories more lively, more compelling, more engaging. So I think radio and television journalists have a tremendous leg up and will be able to thrive as long as they keep changing.
And what's next for you?
Well, I'm going to end my time by going on something that I wanted to do for 12 years, which is the Radio in the American Sector RTNDF partnership that sends American journalists to Europe and that brings German journalists here to the United States. And so that's going to be just a wonderful experience to have as I end my time with RTNDA. And then after that, I think I'll take some time off and think about it. I want to stay involved with the issues. I'm interested in journalism education, and I want to spend more time with my family and with my wonderful husband.
Thank you so much for your time, Barbara.